Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Shalom. Happy Sunday. Today, na Sunday number 15 day for this month of September 2024. Una welcome to another episode of our daily podcast, a program where they bring una the truth, where they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we waka for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. My name na Capo Daniel, the chairman of the People's Right Advocacy platform, a platform where they put the peoples first, it be patriotic, it put the ultimate interest of our people ahead of any politics. Una welcome. I bring una all liberation greetings for all of our prisoners of war, IDPs, refugees. Una place them day, we never forget una. And for all our people at diaspora at home, I bring una all liberation salute. This one na week number 3 for inside this month for September, where our country don't be locked down, fear it don't grip our people, 6 people that don't be killed by our own Ambazonian forces for enforce a lockdown where it be meant for cripple school, sabotage the reopening or resumption of school. The resumption of school it don't been an ongoing battle since the consortium led by Cato, the Kintasang Wilfred, it be declared on behalf of our teachers union, say make school then be boycott for make a point for La République du Cameroon in an attempt by the consortium for fight for the collective right of the people of West Cameroon, the Anglophones of Southern Cameroon, or Ambazonia as we want and wish to call it in the future. Since that declaration it be made to me picking and stop for go for school, it be widely supported. The Muna's family, Ben Muna, if he come for upstation, he talks about people them feel stop school even for 2 years for fight for their future of the picking them and for our future of us as Anglophones. It will be accepted. Even John Frundi, opposition leader, where he chop for the same plate with Pobia, it be accept and say it be na the right thing for do. For fight for our children, we need for make certain sacrifices. We be done suffer marginalization, corruption, today be done reach for our neck. The demand was clear. Federalism or outright independence, said the consortium flyers, the teachers and the lawyers protest that started in 2016. Cameroon be done take we for granted. Sute then start for begin change our own teacher them for Insa Bamenda, Boya, Kumba, Mutengene, Kambe, Belo, Furawa, Nwa, or Bafmen for all our villages, then start for change our teachers them, bring science teacher them way na francophone. All our SDOs and DOs were all francophones. They start come even for our hospitals, our police station, replacing all anglophones with francophones. It was a complete takeover, a complete chop broke pot with French Cameroon taking full advantage of our naivety and our calmness since we came into this union. We people had enough. We said enough is enough for this marginalization. 8 years down the road, we have transformed the struggle that demanded for this basic right that demanded federalism or outright independence into the first consortium that decides to go in for full and outright independence under SCACUF. Tasang Wilfred today is in jail. Majority of our people have fled the territory following the declaration of independence by Seseko Ayok Tabi. The school boycott that we started as an internal Cameroon issue to put pressure on the Cameroon government can no longer be seen in the same way since the purpose of our struggle had been changed from the demand of changes to secure our own Anglophone identity, culture, and educational sector into an outright independence. As true they talk, For destroy, it be easy. For rebuild, it be even more difficult. 1 year after that declaration for boycott of education, complete boycott, was made, and when the declaration of independence was made, I had launched a campaign to raise the question to Seseko Ayoktabi, to Tassan Wilfred, and everybody who stood as a leader at that moment, that are we going to maintain a complete boycott of education now that we are no longer putting pressure for Cameroon for internal changes, but seeking for international recognition for independence? That question I have raised, I have championed the halting of a complete ban and push for community school that will see our educational system running without the Cameroon government involved. It has been an uphill battle for us to bring reasoning and secure our own interests as a people. For every year we work hard to bring the sense that we must allow our education to go on and our children to study, because it is not possible to ban education or stop schooling indefinitely. It is impossible, it is counterproductive, it is not practical. The first challenge we have, it was people could not even believe that we could allow schools to go, because our campaign and the divisive nature of our struggle, our soldiers in ground zero actually thought that we were fighting against school, we were fighting against education, and stopping school is going to give us independence. Soldiers actually believed that this war was against school, and those who are going to school are spoiling the struggle. This lack of education, misconception, and lack of leadership that can sell our vision to our people had led to a complete breakdown of this our education sector, which is one of the fundamentals in our fight for the restoration of the dignity and protection of our statehood. It was an uphill battle, and every year we have to fight to let our people accept the fact that education is an inalienable right, that our children must have that right to education. We have succeeded for the most part because all Ambazonians today have accepted that education is an inalienable right for our children. And in Toronto, where I went there and I made this campaign to all Ambazonian forces, every Ambazonian group adopted and agreed on the fact that education is an inalienable right that must be protected by us. It must be protected and supported by all Ambazonian fighters that have been agreed. So the question today is not that school should go. We all agree that our children must be educated and they must go to school. We had also agreed that that education should not be interrupted so long as the educational sector follow the strict guideline which we have provided for and campaigned for. Number 1, no children should wear school uniform. I had pushed for the idea of blue and white uniform only in liberated areas where there is no Cameroon government officials allowed in that area for a period of 1 year. Students can be forced or aided to have blue and white uniform. That is what I have been pushing. Those strategies and those policies are all what we had developed. We had also said that no Cameroon flag should be flown in any school that is accepted to run in our territory. And every education institution must commit to the Ambazonian general in that area and promise that their students will not be used for 11 February or 20th May march past. All Ambazonian schools that were engaged accepted those rules. Ambazonian soldiers have all accepted that rule. Now is to allow our children to go. And every September, I have to champion the cause to fight for our students to go to school uninterruptedly. John Okoro came and was saying that school should start in January because that is when school used to start in Southern Cameroon. And that is an opinion that Ayabacho also adopted against my will. But the AGOVC, I will give them credit, they have stood beside me for these past 4 years to fight all Ambazonian groups to say that school must be allowed to go on in September. The main reason is that school is assessed according to the exam that the children will write. School follow exams and curriculum. You cannot go back to catch up as a child if you lose even 1 week of education. It is very important that we know that the children go to school to write exams. Yes, they go to learn. That learning is assessed only through that exam. You will end up even forgetting the things you learn in school, but you'll be equipped with those lessons, and that certificate you have is what will distinguish you and accredit you so that your education can do something for you or mean something for you. Today, we are in a situation where Ambazonians are now confusing our own people. First, our soldiers in Fako came out with a video announcing a lockdown that is going to interrupt school for 1 week. The other forces also, they gear up to do the same thing. We had intelligence that the dogs of war, who are afraid that their programs are being run down to zero with their budget in La République du Cameroon, also want that this school should be interrupted. These are facts. Believe it or not, today Ngala Gerard is being tried, is being investigated for act of terrorism. The same people that you think were campaigning that things have become normal were the one paying their own DDR boys to carry out an attack against students who went to march for 11 February. So Ngala Gerard, who took money from Cameroon government, I must explain this so that our people are wise, because they say people die because of lack of knowledge. Fellow Ambazonians, Ngala Gerard, who was collecting money from Paul Biya, from the Cameroon government directly, and campaigning that things have become normal, is the same person who sponsored Amber boys that were now former Amber boys that had joined the DDR and were official Cameroon vigilante. He gave them money to plan an IED to attack the same 11 February that was supposed to show that things are normal. Why? Because the money he has received in Yaoundé, he wants to be able to receive that money to lie to Yaoundé that he is going to fight Amber boys. Moja, who was saying that things have come back normal in the southwest province, in Buea. The same Moja arranged with his boys to kill the son, a relative of Peter Mafani Musonge, on the street, spilling blood of our people, to show that there is still war and he still needs to collect more money, because evil and corrupt people, they don't stop. Remember, Konda Titus was campaigning for Ngala Gerard and that his vigilante group, complaining that the Cameroon army is arresting vigilante in Kambe. And when they kill our own people, with the hope that they will blame it on Ambazonia. And they did kill our people, and people had the legs cut off in Kambe. And guess who claimed responsibility for that attack in Kambe? It was Ayabacho, saying that it was ADF, it was Ambazonia attack in Kambe to fight against 11 February. Why? Because they know that there are some leaders in the diaspora who are so power drunk. They want relevant at all costs. They want to show that they are the one in power. They are the one in charge. Just to lie, to show relevant, to scavenge for relevance at the expense of our people. At the end of the day, what are they fighting for? Ngala Gerard is fighting to collect money. Moja is fighting to collect money. Ayabacho is fighting to collect money. They are not fighting for the people. Because if you are fighting for the people, nobody can be happy that civilians have been killed, to the fact that you are going to take responsibility. Where are we at? Where we they? Fellow Ambazonians. Urangate, how many lockdown and how many days? First, the soldier of Ofako, they announced start of the date, 1 week lockdown, without giving any justification. Mark Barata, he come out, he say he support them. That week he go support that lockdown. Yes, lockdown will do for 2 weeks. The same Mark Barata, he don't put them for social media, for a post. The same Facebook page we announced and said lockdown at 2 weeks. He don't announce and say lockdown, he will finish on the 2nd of October. Because JCAL, he don't talk say 2nd of October. So they're not caring about the teachers or the students or our educators. They have not consulted them. They want to put their finger for air, for Lugusa win the blow, for follow them. Me look like saying that them they control them. Ayabacho, he can announce he own to say lockdown he go day from the 9th of September to the 23rd of September. Sako, he can announce he own today. He can put out statement say lockdown he go finish on the 16th. So people they go follow now which lockdown. Jomba Okorobi can't talk you own and say school go start now for January. The population go follow now which lockdown. Normally, population go to look now which date be the furthest one. Because no man no go want take risk. Because no man dey shit for house na say them want time. They dey shit na because they dey fear. The one na ransom, na kidnap. That means we don't hold our own people them hostage with fear. They are not doing a school boycott. They are afraid of our own people. They are afraid of the unknown, the dogs of war. You don't know who is going to attack you, whether it's the DDR people or it's our own Amazonian fighters. Today, we are going to put out a video presentation of the researchers that have shown the level of attack against our people and those who are behind. You see that there are 3 people that are attacking our civilians. One, the Cameroon army, the Amazonian fighters, and the DDR boys. I'm very happy to see that the researchers have put this scientific data for the world to know. And these are what will be considered as fact, away from our rubbish talks on social media, people who don't even know their left to right or any principle, talking rubbish on social media, why our people suffer and perish under our own hands. Are we cursed? So Sakodan come, he don't talk say lockdown, he don't finish, he go finish on so and so day. Who tell you say the lockdown be first to go on now because na he talk am? He get soldier than for outside. No, na only 2 come then they for Ambazonia where they don't swear Capo in Sako in name. So he talk now for that village now, or he talk now for which place? He don't consult with which teacher them for ground zero. But we welcome the fact say me the lockdown he end, me our picking and go back for school. We welcome that fact and want to remind and tell our people and say, me then go for school. All this na talaku them way, the dogs of war, they try to put pressure for destroy our picking them. They don't care about their future. What they care is, yes, I be talk say lockdown day. Yes, I be talk say lockdown, it don't finish. To what end? What is this meant to accomplish? The international community, you look at the other group where we post his own lockdown, where they call an ARA, Amazonian Army, Restoration Army. I go put their flyer for the podcast for today. They announce them, I go read their own announcement where they begin. They will say, Amazonian National Lockdown, start Saturday, September 7, stop Monday, September 16. I'll read what they write on the flyer. Amazonia is facing an immense security threat from the neighboring French Cameroon, and this restrictive order is for our people, community, and country at large to stay indoors, avoiding any danger risk. Via lockdown, we Amazonian people are sending a strong message to the United Nations General Assembly, set to hold on September 1st, not to continue turning a blind eye on the genocide. That is what was written on the flyer. How many days lockdown, how many groups, how many different announcements. All na for those shows say now me be control, now we no be control, and they need to think about the expense where our people they spend them with life and their education because of this their ego. They don't agree say school go. They don't announce as school lockdown go end. They talk say it go end and school go start. Say that school go start now with waiting. Have they even think about the school they are talking about starting? Can they change the curriculum? We need to give value to our own people them, our own picking them. Especially when the international community then be so vocal, it means that they don't get enough. Eventually, majority of our diaspora activism, they go end up for jail. That one I assure now. Those who are responsible of the killing of our people, and when this education interruption is considered a crime against humanity, which it is, people will be in trouble. At the end of the day, only a negotiated settlement can solve this problem. The ball is in the hands of Paul Biya and the Cameroon central government to come down the high horse to negotiate a just and fair solution to this crisis that have evolved into this war that we never invited. Only in this manner can those dogs of war be put to rest, be put to bed where they belong. As September and October will come and pass, our boys that will be exposed and that have hurt our own community and our own children will be identified by their various communities. From next month in September, after all said and done, we are going to hear a new wave of Amazonian soldiers being killed and slaughtered. We have already lost this week, this September, beginning of this September, 6 very important Amazonian fighters on the ground. Bullet in SOP is gone. Robosco have gone. All the remnant of forces along that axis have evaporated. Who have benefited? Our people have all stayed at home. It shows us one thing, which is a point we have always made. We have the capability to come back. Our people should not be afraid to give peace a chance and give negotiation a chance. They should not be afraid. We can always start to fight this war, but now the tides are against us. Let us come and put on this table a proposition that is reasonable and accepted, that will be endorsed and supported by the rest of the war. And let Paul Biya be the one to reject it. The war will deal with him harshly, and they will stand behind our back, and we will be effective. Because there is no way you can ever win a war when the whole war is against you. Everybody is pointing the finger on you. If we are unable to press this reset button, we are doomed. As they say, we never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity. But we pray that God do so help us. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off. Send your children to school. It is the only gift nobody can take away from them. Send them to school. Do the right thing. Rise up, stand up for your right.